Welcome to my store. Hi, I'm Carl. I'm going to show you today how to repair tanks. You ain't got no money, you got a cracked tank down there, whatever. We got 5 tanks here to repair. Start off with a tube of silicone. Now, you take the lid off of it. Now you could use a wrench, or you just cut it off. Okay? Cut the end. Okay, inside there it's all sealed up. So give you a handy dandy little wire here, work it around. Okay? Wind that back up out of the way, stick the tube in. Okay, so you're ready to go. Then you take paper towel, alcohol or acetone, either one works fine. Basically, you want to get everything good and clean so that there's no grease. Silicone is a really good product. It sticks to a lot of things like glass. It will not stick to plastic. They use it to hold the PVC trim of the fish tank on, but you can just pry it off if you lift on it with your fingers. So go around, get them all cleaned up. These are pieces of glass that I cut earlier. They actually used to be the windows on my house, but as you can see, they're thin, so I put good windows on it. Got tired of the heating bill, it was a little hot. So, I've taken the sharp off these pieces of glass already. You just, when you cut it, you take a file or a rock or an airstone even, anything that's rough. I'll take the sharp off so that when you're doing this, you don't cut your arm off, because cleaning up blood's a pain. It's faster. Okay, so we got the pieces of glass cleaned up. They have a chance to sit and dry while I'm doing the next one. Now I'll do the tanks. Okay. Now the reason you use acetone or alcohol or something like that is because they will evaporate. You cannot have any grease or film or anything like that stuck to the glass, because then the silicone won't stick. These are all just shatter type cracks. There's no glass actually missing, it's just all broken. Okay? My buddy gets them, he works at the wholesaler, and they can't sell them because, well, they're cracked. So I give them to me, I patch them up. Somebody need a cheap lizard tank? Here you go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm trying to start the silicone, and you line up along the edge. And then every crack, where there's a crack, you put silicone on top of it. Okay? That way, even if water gets in, it won't leak out. Always leave a place for air to go. If you make a square box of silicone and then you put a piece of glass on top of it, ease off the pressure, that way it will come out. Take your glass, grab the edge that's not going to actually stick to anything, okay? Still got a little bit of color on it, liquid. Clean it off, okay? So you put it in, and you press. Now don't press too hard. You want to kind of wiggle it a bit. The whole idea is you want every crack to have silicone on top of it. Now this is a reptile tank, but same principle. And then you take your caulking gun and you do the edge. Just put a little bead along there, a little bead along the bottom. Then you take your finger. This is a good reason why to have the sharp taken out. Just draw your finger along there, and you draw your finger along there, and up there. Okay. Never try to wash silicone off. It will not work. It will drive you insane. Take it off with a dry paper towel. Okay? Comes off nice and clean. Then you do your next one. Again, clean the finger up. Always try to keep the finger cleaned off so that you're not getting silicone stuck to everything. Make sure everything's dry. Okay, silicone. Here, you got to do the edge down here, so all the way along here, and all the way along the bottom. fell in there, take that out. Okay? And then you follow the lines. Okay, in this one it's more of a shatter where we got X's and we got O's. So you got to leave a little wee space in between some of these lines, but you put a good amount of silicone so that after it's burped, then the silicone will fill the area. We're not looking for perfection, we're looking for holding water. Get the stuff out of there because it'll be immortalized in silicone. Kind of a fish guy's body world. Okay, put your piece of glass in, press it, press it, press it. Now glass is actually kind of flexible, so you just press on top of the area. Now you see there's where we had the air bleed. Okay, now we got it solid, solid, solid. It's all solid all here. Okay, press it down, press it down. Okay, line up that side. Wipe off the tip and silicone up the edge. Okay, back along the bottom and there. So this one here, it's once again the edge. Follow the cracks. You didn't put enough silicone on? Yeah, you just go back and put a little bit more on. It's a lot easier to put it on before you take and put the other piece of glass on, because taking that piece of glass off can be a pain. If you have to, absolutely have to take it off, you score it repeatedly with your glass cutter, and then you carefully shatter it. And then you shave it off with a razor blade. But as you can imagine, carefully shattering a piece of glass can be a tricky proposition. Okay, finish up the edge. Okay, clean up the bead. Just take your finger, don't apply too much pressure. Silicone looks pretty good when it's not smeared everywhere. Okay, this one here is one long crack. Okay, come up the edge, and then fill in the lines. Once again, leaving an air space for the air to escape. If the air can't get out, you're just going to be bouncing. If you got too many things all in the one little area, what you do is you put a big wad. It's higher up in the center than it is on the edge, and that way when you press everything down into it, the silicone will bulge out of the way. Okay, so you take a piece of glass, you set it in there, you got that big wad, okay, bleed the air out, everything's coming, then you do over on this side. Okay. Gotta answer the phone. Hello? Hey, can I call you back? Hang on one. Yeah, hang on 1 second. Okay, we'll just finish up this edge here. Finish up the edge. Okay, that's it. I'm Carl. This is how you fix the tank. Any questions? Check my website.